Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 25-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Very good return that time. 18 yards, and the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out, 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. Fights loose. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards on the ground.
First down, Bears.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now it's Haskins. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Haskins will throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught at the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. That's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Here we go, set, 15, run, 15, run. Big grip.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On first down. It's Haskins. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Haskins now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's first and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on first down, Haskins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Haskins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Hey, Delta. 58, come on. 58.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Second and 10. And an alley to run. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
On the ready. Blue draw Corpus. Go, go, go. Hey. We got motion. Back up. 58, right over there. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Complete. It's Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run with Mack. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, 80's yours, 80's yours. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Shoot up.
3rd down, here's Haskins. He's got his man, that's Wallace. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 42 yards. Obviously, they're not. Want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Complete to N'Keal Harry. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive, but they'll be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. They come out here in the eye. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Dwayne Haskins with his second touchdown here in this first half. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Now it's Haskins. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
Vikings 14. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But when you're putting the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Looking to throw, Haskins. And his throw is incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row? You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Check 99. Check 99. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, Haywood.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He'll run it. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Let's go now. 15, run. 15 run. We take a win, Tom. Let's go.
Back to throw here. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
A 2-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half, it's Haskins. He's able to find Wallace. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Ready. 61, matchbox right. Let's go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for them. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
You ready? 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Defense, let's go.
49.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
18 Gator.
Crunch time, defense. Switch. Check.
5.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
10-2 stop.
It's our time. It's our time.
Bravo.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the Sanders. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Haskins to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Haskins will throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Nick Nelson, who played his college ball at Wisconsin, had the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Shoves him away. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 37.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And fighting down inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. 36 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.